I've been doing YouTube automation for the past 6 months, and I wanted to give you an honest breakdown of what that cost has looked like. So over 4 months, I produced 42 videos and it ended up costing me $9,889.62 to make that happen. I'll let you know at the end of this video what my biggest cost was, what my mistakes were, and what you can do to hopefully have better results. If you don't know, YouTube automation is a process of outsourcing video production for your own faceless channel so you can have some passive income and reap the rewards of having a YouTube channel while not putting in as much time. Some people are able to outsource this completely and even have a project manager running their YouTube, so it truly is passive income. A little bit about me, I've been doing photography and videography, graphic design, as well as other things for the last 15 years. My goal was always to be a full-time YouTuber. I put it off for a lot longer than I should have. Honestly, I was day trading and investing and putting money away so that I was hoping that I could quit my job and buy the rest of the gear I needed and just dive into full-time YouTubing and really just give it a chance. So now let's get into the process of the last 6 months. I was up late watching a YouTube video on some YouTube production content, and I came across an ad that was talking about YouTube automation. This ad really got me, and it was just like the right time. I was like super motivated, and I was like, it's now or never, let's do this. And I ended up watching this ad and signing up for a call, which was a sales pitch to get you to buy this course. This ad seemed like everything I was looking for. It was like the last piece of the puzzle that I needed to get my career started as a YouTuber. I had previously purchased a YouTube automation course for about $197 a few years ago. That course had a lot of information, and I watched that whole thing, and I kind of just stalled and didn't really do it. This course really spoke to me because they offered a way to monetize you quickly if needed, and also a way to outsource your video production team for a lot cheaper than what is usually talked about. So after knocking out that course as quick as I could, I started down my journey to create my channel. Again, I have photography, videography, editing experience, but I was looking at a way to outsource that so I can have a truly passive income. That's the main goal, right? Have sources of passive income to just kind of live your life and work a little bit or work a lot, but make as much money as possible and not really limit yourself. My goal was to have a couple of faceless channels running and then focus on this channel and just really be a full-time YouTuber. I decided to go with the finance niche because I am super interested in finance, personal finance, how to make money, whether it's starting a business in real life, starting a business online, e-commerce, stock market. I did a combination of pre-batched videos where I would buy like 10 videos at a time from somebody. Also, I hired some script writers, used AI generated voiceovers to really make my own voiceovers and send those over to a video editor. I hired a few different video editors at a few different levels of budget to really get some variation and see what would work. The first 10 videos were fully subtitles, had SEO included, had thumbnails and everything, ended up costing me $650. So that was $650 for 10 videos. And honestly, when these videos came to me, they weren't really that great, but I was just getting my channel going. These videos were using speeches from people in the personal finance industry and like stock market gurus and like, you know, Warren Buffett, things like that. And they used speeches as voiceovers because it's not copyrighted. And they used some, you know, non-copyrighted background music, and they made stock images and clips to put together some video. They weren't really that engaging, and it's just listening to someone's speech. That's how it was advertised as videos for your faceless channel, for your cash cow channel. The results weren't that great. 650 bucks for these videos. Overall wasn't the best, but that was my first 10 videos. For the next set of videos, I hired a scriptwriter. The scriptwriter was supposed to be for 8 videos, but they ended up not delivering some videos on time, so I ended the contract prematurely. I was paying them $25 per script, so they ended up doing 5 scripts, so I ended up paying them $125. For the remaining 3 scripts, I used ChatGPT and I wrote them myself. Now, I used 11 Labs to clone my voice and create my voiceovers. That was pretty cool. 11 Labs is a great program. It's great software. I do recommend that. It does sound like me, like it was a great cloned voice. And if I was re-listening to those videos, if I didn't know that it was AI produced, it would just sound like me. 11 Labs cost $22 a month for the tier I was using. The first month was discounted 50%, so it was $11. And I did go over in 1 month because I was trying to produce some content really quick and I was a little bit ahead of schedule. That cost me another $8.22, and then I didn't cancel it in time, so I ended up paying for an extra month where I didn't use it at all. That cost me an extra $22. The total cost for my voiceover work was $85.22. Some of that did go towards other videos that I'm gonna get into. For the next set of videos, I ended up hiring a freelancer to produce 8 videos at a rate of $50 per video. It was $100 every week for 2 videos. These videos were a lot better, so I sent him over the scripts and my AI generated voiceovers, and he put together some good videos. I was perfectly happy with these, and they did get some better traction. So overall, that was $400 to produce those 8 videos. I was still looking for a way to streamline this a bit more. I was trying to get truly passive income, so trying to do less work myself and just outsource more of it. Next, I found someone on Upwork who can batch produce videos, and they gave you a discount for ordering 10 at a time. They also had higher tiers, so you can select if you wanted to use a real voice instead of an AI voice, and I thought that was a great option. They sent over the subjects for your videos before so you can approve them. These videos ended up costing me $400 per 10 videos. I ordered 2 sets of 10, so this did cost me $800. These videos are pretty good, but they were still kind of missing something. They did have the thumbnails included, they were really good quality, it was a really good voiceover, but it just seemed like something was missing. Like it kind of still felt just not genuine, and although it was great content and great editing, great sound, something just seemed to be missing. But these videos are pretty good quality. They didn't really get much traction when I posted them, but again, we'll get into that in the rest of this video. For the next video, it was actually a script that I put together myself. This video was a 15-minute long script, and it was meant to be a hand-drawn video or whiteboard animation video. This one was a great deal. I found someone to do it. It ended up costing me $250, and this video was great. It took a little bit longer to produce, which was expected, but if I had to do it all over again, I would just go back and just invest time into these kind of videos, because these were high quality videos, got a lot of good views, and this is just what you want to see now. It was really engaging. I was actually watching this video. I watched it through a couple times because I was like, man, that was cool. How did you do that? But again, I think this was well worth it. The final videos I produced were the most expensive videos I made. I hired a script writer to make 2 scripts that were supposed to be about 12 to 15 minutes long. These were supposed to be $50 per script, so it was supposed to be $100. After they delivered the scripts to me, I ended the contract, I paid the $100. They kind of asked me for some feedback. I told them it actually wasn't what I was looking for. Nothing really touched in the personal finance niche. It actually seemed like it was ChatGPT generated. So I was a little unhappy with these, and then they were asking me about their rating. I told them like, hey, ratings are private. I'm not gonna get into ratings. And they ended up refunding me my $100. I think they were trying to protect their image, so that was kind of funny, but I did save me $100, and then I just rewrote those scripts to kind of better fit what I was looking for. Again, I used 11 Labs to do the voiceover for these scripts and then sent them over to another editor. This editor was supposed to be higher production, and they actually did deliver. These were the most expensive videos I had produced. This cost me $650 per video for 2 videos for a total of $1,300. Now, these videos were great. They were highly animated, and that's why they did take a little bit longer to produce, but they were great quality. I don't know if I would invest this much money into this type of video unless I was obviously making some money back, but we'll touch on that in a second. On top of the freelancers, it cost me an additional $219.40 in Upwork fees. That was contract fees and marketplace fees. That's just part of using the platform. Now, this seems like a lot of money, and if it was just this, it probably wouldn't be that bad, but I'm gonna get to the thing that cost me the most money and what I think was the biggest mistake of this whole journey, and I'm hoping that this will tell you to avoid doing this. So by far, my biggest expense was signing up for the course. The course cost me $5,800. The reason it was so discouraging is because after I watched this course, I realized that I knew how to do everything. The thing that really got me about this course was the monetization method that they offered, as well as the platform they use for outsourcing work, both of which were something that I just was not interested in using. I did end up using the monetization method, which cost me $260. It did take me about 2 weeks to get the subscribers as well as the watch hours that I needed to become monetized. And once I applied to be monetized, it took me about 24 hours. So that was cool. But it's funny when you're going through the course, they actually recommend not to use this method. They recommend that you grow organically. And that's what I'm also gonna recommend. You should always grow your channels organically. It's kind of funny that they use this as a selling point as, hey, it's a quick way to get monetized, and then you actually get into the course and they're telling you like, oh, but we don't recommend using this method. We recommend you grow organically. So like, why use your biggest selling point, one of your biggest selling points, and then turn around and tell you that it's not recommended to do that. So that's kind of why buying this course to me seemed like the biggest waste of time, because I didn't even use the biggest things I was looking for in this course. So fast forward to today, that channel is currently making me $1. I've made $1 in total revenue from that channel, and it hasn't been paid out yet because you got to be making at least $100 to get your first payout from YouTube. So it's kind of funny. I haven't made any money off of it, and it did cost me $9,889.62. I want to talk about the experience a little bit, and I don't want to discourage anyone. I'm hoping to just give you some insight and help you out to get better results and not waste money like I did. I was a little quick to the draw and thought that I could just throw money at something and just have money come back. And I learned a very expensive lesson that that is just not the case. So the fact that I actually made $1 in revenue tells me that this does work. It just means that I was doing it completely wrong. Like I was wasting money on this venture. So I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. I'm gonna come back and let you guys know what that's like for me, what if it's becoming profitable or not. YouTube is still growing. It is now easier than ever to get started. And I think because of that, the barrier of entry is so low, it's just harder to break through. That just means that you can't put out crap content. You have to produce quality content. And that's what I was doing. I was just trying to throw out content, hoping it would stick. And that's just not the case. YouTube is a long game. You do put out videos and gain some traction, and that can lead to. So I don't want to tell you that YouTube automation is a waste of time. I am going back to the drawing board. I'm going to double down and see what works and really give this another 6 months and try to come back and let you guys know if it's profitable. I'm kind of a bit of a way there. I think I started off in the hole, so it's gonna be a lot more of me diving in, finding out what works. The thing about YouTube is it's gonna stick around, and it's really just how much time you wanna invest into it, how much money you wanna invest into it. Now, I would recommend not buying a course. I would say use that money, hire freelancers and learn on your own to invest in your own skills. Go on YouTube, there's tons of free content, there's tons of great creators. I learned more from those creators and better ideas and cheaper ideas than I did from the course anyways. The thing about the course is it did have everything structured very well, all in one place, and just kind of touch base, like start here, is very organized. So that is good. If you are more detail oriented and you just need to like dive in and just have it structured, a course might be good for you. I wouldn't recommend spending almost $6 grand on a course, maybe $1,000, maybe, you know, whatever you think that is worth it to you. I just think that in this day and age, there's so much free material out there, there's so much free content that you're better off just diving into YouTube and finding those creators and learning it on your own. And I think you'll be saving a lot of money and you'll be getting better results at the end of it. It's not easy, but it is doable. You won't get lucky if you don't get started. I could definitely say that. I did have a couple of videos that did really well, but again, you have to start putting content out there to see what works. So I'm gonna keep going on this YouTube automation thing, try some different things, see what works, see what sticks, fill you guys in a few months down the road and see if it's actually profitable or not. I'm gonna keep at it. I think that there is a way to profitability here. I just gotta stick to the things that work. Don't forget that the best thing you can do is to just get started. If you don't actually start doing something, nothing's gonna happen. Whether it's YouTube or something else, you need to get started. So I would say invest some of that money into skills for yourself and just get going. No one is standing in your way. The only one standing in your way is you. There's so much free material out there now. This platform, the barrier for entry is so much easier for a lot of things, not just YouTube. But again, guys, the only one standing in your way of following through your dreams is you. So just get out there, start producing. Again, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section.